Hey guys, it's your boy Tofuru here, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, and hopefully we can figure out who the fuck murdered Sakura in this episode. Before I start though, I'd like to apologize. I'm sorry that this episode took so much longer to come out. It was pretty difficult to get time for it, a lot of things were coming up. And it just made it really hard, so I kept pushing this back and back. And I did record another half, so I'm not sure if I'll splice it in here to kind of go with, because I did like some of the things I said in that, and I like the reactions I got. But I'm also re-recording it now, so this would be the second time for anyone who wants to know. I'm going through it second time, so if I do like this take all the way through, I will just completely see this one, and you'll never see the first one. Maybe you'll see it in bloopers, but I don't know. I'll leave that for now. Anyway, as for who I think it is in this case, I don't know. For some reason, I have super suspicion towards Asahina, as well as Yasuhiro. That's the way it's been painted to me. Mainly, I guess I've been kind of judgmental of Yasuhiro because I saw him in the hallway when we were first going, I guess, up there to check it out. I think we were walking around looking for something, and I think we were going up to the next floor to go do the secret office and set up Alter Ego. And it's when you saw Yasuhiro in the hall, as well as, I think, Toko, actually. They were both in the hall, and they were both super skittish. I didn't think about that. Holy shit. Is Toko the real killer? I don't even fucking know. Holy shit. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe I'm onto something here. I have no fucking idea. To be fair, the first recording, I never even saw who the real killer was, so it's not like I'm spoiling anything here. I don't know. This is something I genuinely thought of on the spot. So enough of me dilly-dallying and talking my ass off. Let's start this shit. Alright. Let's go get shit started. Alright. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! Happy Face! A locked room murder mystery! Winky Face!
What?
Yeah, what the? Oh! I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Sad face. He's right. That does make it seem sad. But how are you noticing the emoticons? Unless you guys are reading your own text. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure. Unless he's just reacting in the waves and we're getting the emoticons, I'm not sure.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. Alright. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Alright, guys, let's... Come on! It's time to put an end to this. Let's get this shit on the road. I made my way to the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chill running. Oh, God! I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I got. Oh, God! No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. I might just go with the first cut in all this audio, because Jesus Christ, at least I got that right. Alright. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Here we are. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one last classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Alright, Monokuma. And so, the curtain opened for a 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. God, I love reading that now. It's really fun, actually. Of all the things, it's super fun to read. Alright, so before we start, we got a new skill in here, which is Cool and Compose, which steadies our aim a little, effective during non-stop debate, and Hangman's Gambit, which is very useful when you think about it long term. I think we also have something else in here. Vocabulary, increased bullet capacity, effective during bullet time battle, cost 4 SP. Cool. That's good to have. Both of those are good to have. There's one more thing I want to check. Is there anything I can use to check? No, we don't. Alright, so for rules, I don't remember what they are. So we'll just start. We'll run through it. We can do our best, right, guys? Alright, let's do this thing. Alright, class trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alright.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
How about with you dying? Let's start this shit.
We already know who did it.
Thanks, Hina. Great.
Whoa, deja vu.
That is the same shit she said last time, too.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
The thing is, you opening so aggressively didn't work out well for us last time, so you doing it again this time might not actually be the best. To be fair, Hina.
Idiot.
Oh shit, calm down, you dick.
I had nothing to do with it.
God, yeah, the more I think about it, what if Toko really did kill? She would try to hide it was her, like when she said when freaking Genocide Jill was here. The first time, she said, like, why would I kill someone with my scissors? In a place where you know it's me. That's stupid. So it kind of makes sense now I think about it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
Alright, Hiro, calm the fuck down. You're completely sucking at this right now.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina, you gotta chill, okay? Come on. Hina seems really sure that one of those 3 is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. I mean, I do too, but still. Alright, Toko's account, Aoi's account, and Byakuya's account. Alright, which one of these is the real deal?
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any
3
sense.
bullets, man.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No!
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
And only those 3, nobody else. So it clears the rest of us, I guess. For now, anyway.
Yeah, and that was right before she died.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, then you can also pin the candy to Yasuhiro this way, but...
So there's no doubt about it. One of those 3 killed her.
Okay. I can't disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all 3 of them. Then, does that mean one of them did it? Alright, let's go back into this judgment. These arguments are very fast-paced, when I think about it. Weapons and powder, stash of Sakura's body, pocket trash. I think it's
The
pocket
fact that
trash.
Sakura wanted to meet with all 3 of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
Alright.
One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I think I can believe that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Gotcha, bro.
No.
Your
that's
lies
wrong.
are just so easy to pick apart, Yasuhiro. Then what do you explain about that candy wrapper?
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
You know, now that I think about it, like,
What's that got to do with anything?
how did he, like, it's so crazy, like, he just nonchalantly fucked up, though.
Red polka dots?
Uh-oh.
That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
Yeah, she's, like, whole bar accusing right now.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
Yeah, and that would explain, I guess, that no one else should have them. And it means that the only way he could have gotten it is if he gotten it from Sakura, because he would have had to have met with her for that.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
But when? See, that's the point that matters.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
I mean, that's up for interpretation, I suppose.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Which is earlier today. The fact that you guys even thought about killing her literally after breakfast.
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Yeah, totally possible, dude. But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. Correct. Because Asahina kept all the candies, and she gave one to Sakura to make her feel better after that. And the reason I know that is when Sakura got that candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Bingo.
So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Yeah, unless like you wanted to save it forever. That's kind of weird.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was...
Why'd you just throw it out, dude? Wouldn't that have been easier?
Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
You're really sucky at this lying thing, man.
Why the sudden hostility?
I don't know.
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
Alright, sure. I don't believe you, though.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
So are you, Toko. This is weird. Why are you guys being so hostile?
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
Also, why is the camera only focusing on these two?
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
How?
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Oh god, wait. You mean the magazine thing? What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
You know, when you say it like that, Yasuhiro, I just don't really believe you.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Maybe. I feel like you two are really like fighting and arguing so hard.
Hiro, hold on.
Oh, the voice of reason.
When did you see that dying message of hers?
Oh shit.
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, so how would you know?
So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. But when Kyoko found the message in the magazine found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Okay.
I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
Okay.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
I mean, I guess so. Well, no, it kind of doesn't actually make any sense. Why would he know if he never saw it? He shouldn't have ever seen it.
Doesn't make sense?
Yes, it doesn't. How could you have seen it if it was seen in the magazine rack and you weren't allowed into the scene?
What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
If it worked according to your plan, I suppose it would have, but in this situation and the facts we have presented, no, it doesn't. There's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Alright. Let's do this. Alright.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, it doesn't, but it's like... Ugh. There's something wrong. It's that he found... It's not when...
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
But it wasn't
No,
there,
stop.
dude. You can't tell me it was there.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby.
Nowhere near anyone who could have just grabbed it and checked it.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
Good point. Caught him.
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because it makes you more suspicious.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to bait us to just say it's Toko, man.
He's just trying to confuse us.
I don't know. I mean, it seems really awkward. It seems like he was there based on that.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Oh, shit.
Yeah?
How do you have proof for that?
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Well, why would she?
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
I don't know about that. Without a doubt? No, I absolutely doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, is this a handmade? Oh, it's the moment of truth. There's a battle. Oh shit, let's get this going.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
It's not bullshit, dude.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
I completely forgot how to...
The occult is bullcrap. Show me the
completely
proof.
forgot how to reload the gun.
I'm at
So,
least
like, this
30%
is bailing me out
right.
for now, but like, I have no...
The occult is bullcrap. The
Like-
end is nigh.
like, I'm glad-
I'm at least 30% right.
Alright.
Show me the proof.
Take it!
This should prove it.
I mean, I don't... And the problem is, I have no idea how to reload. It's really frustrating. Not that that tempo even helps, because
I'm
I get enough
completely
to do it.
unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Me too, dude. Me too.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
It's also true. It's not like Sakura, not when Sayaka died, that it was on her finger in a position that would prove that she had to write it backwards.
Say what?
You forgot all about that little fact, dude.
Then, who did write it?
Obviously not Sakura, which would mean whoever else was in the room.
Hiro could very well have written it himself.
It's also true. Very plausible, Kyoko.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Wow, he just fesses up.
He admits it!
I don't know if it's him, though. I'm sorry, Hina, but it just doesn't seem like... Why would you fess it up in, like, the first 10 seconds? Like, it's really a bad case defended.
I figured as much.
Oh, really?
But why would you write something like that?
To cover his own tracks.
Because I killed her!
Oh, man. You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened.
Okay.
I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
Okay.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
How's he a fool? You're being a dick, Byakuya.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but oh, God. Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Oh, okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might give you some energy. Oh, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said.
I've
After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
and waited for like minutes.
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
So you're telling me that you just assume... Why would she kill you? It wouldn't end everything.
She was gonna kill me and make her escape.
How? Hero, how?
So of course I freaked out, and then
You slammed a bottle
I saw
against
my
her
only
head.
chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
Wait a minute. That locker's closed in this photo. But the locker we saw was completely open, with a handprint on the inside. Wait a second. That's weird. Huh. Also, if I'm looking at that piece right, I think that's the missing queen. I'm not a detective or I have a magnifying glass, but that looks like a freaking queen. It doesn't look like the horse that's left. Well, at least you saw your only chance.
I I hit her from behind, before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
That's so weird.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
Why'd you react so? I guess because you thought you were gonna die, but still, such a violent reaction.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
And that's when we saw you downstairs.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Why? What makes you say that?
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
Alright, well...
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Oh, because he's gonna get executed instead?
It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Jesus, Hina, calm down. You're getting a little too heated here.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
Thanks, Kyoko.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hiro did that doesn't make sense? Yeah, why was the magazine hidden?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Because obviously you'd leave it out in the open. Why would you hide your own protection?
Huh?
Oh.
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
He had no idea that happened.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I'm not so sure. He wouldn't be the smartest tool to do that.
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the
Yeah,
crime.
it's not like he's gonna avoid the death toll, like the guillotine now.
Then he's not lying?
Yeah, he's not. Someone else moved it. Now, there has to be a reason why they did.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
But for what reason?
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I mean, it's also possible she put it back herself, threw up blood, and then went over. I don't know.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
I have no fucking idea.
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine,
It'd have to be someone who didn't like their name on it, right?
they must not have liked what was written on it.
I gotta agree with you, Kyoko. That's gotta be it, but that would mean it's Toko. But Toko, I guess technically it's either Byakuya Toko or Yasuhiro, because everyone else wasn't invited to go there to talk to her separately. And as it currently stands, we can confirm that Yasuhiro was there and that he hurt her and then left. We don't know if she was dead at that point. Someone who wouldn't like what had been written. There's only one choice. Well, obviously Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Yeah, like why would she would hate the idea of her own name in there.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
See, it would have been better to kill her and just leave the magazine to make it seem like someone was throwing shade on her to start with. That would have been the smarter play.
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Uh-oh.
Why would I have...
I don't know, Toko, did you?
Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right?
We know someone who confessed. Does not mean they did it.
Hiro just admitted it!
We're not positive she died that way, though.
That's right. I killed her.
You may have started it. But I don't think you're the one who did it, Hiro. You're suspicious and you proved that you did hit her, but I don't think you killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
Yeah, it isn't.
What do you mean?
Well,
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
I guess that would be referring to that experiment, right?
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Well, then believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just repeat your events.
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Alright, let's do this thing. Alright. Okay, I got this one. I think.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Okay.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
That's the problem. Oh, what? But that's the issue, right? It's her body says 2 dead, or 2 hits.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
I guess it'd be her
You hit her from
summary.
behind.
And you only hit...
Yeah, just once.
Is that it? There we go. It was just,
No,
like, I'm like,
it's wrong.
it relates to the 1, because in reality, she was hit twice in the back of the head. And if you only amount to
Sakura died
1
from Hiro's
hit...
single blow. That doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Correct.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
You know, I wonder if Byakuya would ever make a move to kill someone.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
Well, obviously it's because you didn't do it.
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Yes.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head?
We didn't know... Well, the wounds, I don't know. I leave Kyoko to body checking. But for the 2 bottles, it's because of the weight. Because we did that test on them. Which, Kyoko, congrats to you for thinking about that as an idea to find someone. Or to figure out what's going on.
She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
That's weird.
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
Okay.
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
Well, 1 chess piece.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle.
Okay.
But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
Well, that's what the correlation's all about.
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles, I feel like it's starting to become clear. The connection must be... Alright, let's do this. It's gotta be the chess pieces, because that's the biggest hint. I mean, other than the examination weight. I need a C. Give me a C. Give me an E. S. Alright, got a P, got an I. Give me an E. Got it. Alright, chess piece. Good.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces.
Bingo.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
Yeah, I could say that. It was true. They are all different spots. They're all different pieces. I just think after that image of Yasuhiro's bottle, it wasn't even the horse that was on the floor.
King,
Or the knight.
rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
Yes.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
Well, it means that there's a piece missing.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Mm-hmm.
What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
And the one on the floor, so that's 5, so technically there's still one missing.
And on the ground was the knight.
It's just crazy she deduced this, and then she had the balls enough to start saying, let's measure the weight of the bottles down the floor. Or the bunch of bottle pieces versus an actual one bottle.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Yes, it is.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Well, it means a piece was missing because there should be 6 pieces to go along with the 6 bottles, Toko.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
You missed the point, didn't you?
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
Nice.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing.
That's not a good question to ask, Toko.
There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
I mean, sort of.
That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. I don't think it would have. There'd be no reason to. And then for the pieces to end up on the floor.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
I guess because now we're referencing the test we ran.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the bottle that was missing
I got it!
was completely
The
broken.
bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
Well,
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
thank you.
Huh?
Well, the experiment, guys, we'll explain it in a second. Just
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
when you weigh the shards versus an actual bottle, it wasn't just a single bottle, and the evidence that proves it is... Where is it? Monokuma bottles? No. No. Monokuma bottle experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
And when you did it,
And what
it
we
was
found
heavier.
was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is
There had to be more of it.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Okay.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside.
So it might not even have been that much of a difference. It's just the idea that there was enough for the weight to change.
But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
I guess, yeah.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
That there was 2 murderers. There could be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Yeah.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
Unless Yasuhiro's a great liar all of a sudden.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Uh-oh.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Yeah, for you to read the name, I guess to put the magazine away, you'd have to be you, because you're the only one who would have cared.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Wow, you turncoated hard.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
Yeah, but he didn't know there was a second attack. And that he planted the magazine he planted moved.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
So you'd fess up if you did kill someone.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
What?
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her.
Saw who?
I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Ooh. You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
Oh.
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in.
And you didn't see her.
But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Holy shit.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I mean, it's kind of suspicious now.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
I think it was the locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Calm down, Toko. Chill. Actually, you probably wouldn't be chilling even if you weren't the killer. I'm just suspicious now. No, it's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. Well, a new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Sure. So far, you've been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. You'll now have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during a non-stop debate. Simply press Q or use the mouse wheel. Also, like with the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once. Okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Really? Halfway? There's gonna be about 5 kids left. What do you fucking mean, halfway? Halfway to what? What the fuck's gonna happen for the rest of this game? Wait a minute, I'm so confused. Well then, good luck and have fun. Thanks, narrator. Oh man, what the fuck? So this is halfway with this many people left? How big are the next? I guess we're not gonna kill someone for a while.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
I don't know what to do! It's so bad!
That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
feels so bad to not have, like, my fucking reload now.
I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you.
Alright. Glass shard.
Enough!
Got her.
This should prove it.
It was definitely the locker handprint. That was the only thing I could think of, because the glass shards don't tell anything. The note wouldn't be anything. It has
Did
to
you
be
know
her
someone
hand.
left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
But why was it, like, dusty? Maybe it was because it was sweat? Because she was freaking out in the locker room and she touched the thing and left a sweat mark and it became, like, this weird stain on it?
They must have been hiding in there.
Yeah, those look
and
like
put their
sweat
hand
marks
on
on
the
it.
wall without thinking.
Huh.
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Your face says otherwise. Holy shit.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up,
Can you
right?
do that? Ellipses.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Wow. Master demands it.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Oh shit.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Well, cause Master asked, dude.
Then you killed Sakura!
Wait, guys, we don't know the truth. Just because you want to jump the gun and say she did it, we don't know yet.
No, I swear, there's no way!
For all we know, it could be a triple whammy. You don't know.
Out with it.
Uh-oh.
I probably did kill her.
Wow.
Straight up again.
Because it's Master, dude.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Yeah. Ellipses.
Talk. Now.
Whoa.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on,
Wow.
so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
But why?
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
She got pissed.
Well, that's awkward.
I mean, you would have easily been caught right there if you did kill her.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Why?
Imbeciles, all of you.
Huh?
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling.
That's creepy too.
And when I turned around,
Holy shit.
there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines.
So she became Genocide Jill?
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean... Wow, you forced yourself to sneeze?
Ha! Guess who's back?
Feck.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
What?
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories.
Oh.
So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
A fucking bloody face.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
Seriously? That's all you care about?
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Wait, what the fuck?
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Okay.
Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Really?
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Oh, it was like a combination, I think. It was a super combination. I don't think you guys did anything but land the killing blows.
Hey, come on. That's, you know.
What?
But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Doesn't make you a better person, you dick. So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No! God damn it, stop jumping the gun. I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
There's still evidence. I don't know if we could jump right into a vote.
No, not quite yet.
Just because she slammed him with the bottle doesn't mean anything.
Huh?
Yeah.
Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
You know, actually, I think I'm getting what he's drifting out here. What if after Sakura got hit twice, right? I'm assuming Toko ran away, but Sakura went upstairs and poisoned herself, and then died a death that she wanted. I don't know.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Alright, let's avoid this. I can't handle her like that. It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... I at least don't have to pick yet. It would be either suicide or... someone else. I think it's the yellow powder here. We'll see.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up!
Wait.
I killed her there in front of the shelf!
The stabs of her body. Yeah. It wasn't.
I was just... And all of a sudden, I remember waking up...
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre, so you smashed her head in with the
You got it! I...
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Okay, I'm missing the bullet I need to be using here.
I
Yellow
was just
powder,
sleeping peacefully,
dying
and all of a
message.
sudden, Sakura was right there in front of
Or-
me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine
I
shelf.
think it's this
You
one.
were taken by surprise, so you smashed her head in...
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Fuck! Fucking silent bullets, man.
I was just... And all of a sudden, I remember waking up...
Alright,
You were
come
taken by
on.
surprise, so you smashed her...
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Yeah. It's that.
No,
It's
that's
because her
wrong.
body wasn't found by there. It explains the blood splatter now, which is great.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
Yeah, but the blood splatter over there does correlate with that story.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
Yeah,
So, you finally noticed.
correct.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
Well, yeah, because the first attack and then the bottle pieces, but how did... that has to be it. The evidence that proves there was an attack in front of the magazine shelf. Well, it's, where is it? Where is it? There we go. That's it. That was
I
it.
got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
I agree.
The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Yeah. Toko, the thin, frail girl, is gonna lift the giant known as Sakura. Not happening.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Okay.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Yep, there you go.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Not without help.
Then what's the deal?
I don't know.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
What, Hina?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Okay.
Oh, that part's easy.
How?
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
No. Because the locker was open when we found her.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
No.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
There's no way she wouldn't be caught doing that.
No, I don't think that's possible.
There's a reason. There's no way Toko was hiding in the locker because I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
Just no idea.
How do you not know? You killed her!
No, she didn't. Especially after both your stories just don't seem to make sense for a murder.
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
Ah, god damn it.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Yeah, it gets really iffy here.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Both shots, no.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Well, none of them went to the chem lab like me and you. Could we really be missing something so important? Is there another possible explanation? Maybe it's in the chem lab. Why the powder was knocked over, why her footprints were all in one way, and then it's the yellow powder. I think. We'll see how this one unfolds, but I think it's the yellow powder here.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What are my bullets? I didn't look at them. True cause of death.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to...
I don't think the
No,
Monokuma
it's wrong.
file said that. I think the Monokuma file said she suffered blows to the head, but that wasn't the necessary
According
death.
to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Yeah.
I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean... maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
That's not enough to kill her.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
Correct.
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You were that thorough?
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
She's just thorough.
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Poison?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Bingo.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Now, who poisoned her?
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Jesus, just calm yourself, Jill, please.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Yeah?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Jesus Christ, calm the fuck down, Jill, please.
But you're the only one talking.
I agree, but still, she's gotta calm down.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Yeah, but it doesn't prove anyone else poisoned her.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
Yeah.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
It's also true. Pretty much it countered anyone else from searching. It was pretty much whoever was in the room to look for anything else.
Well, yeah, good point.
Kind of put just me and Byakuya on the hunt for clues.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I found this.
Yep, Chem C9.
Is that the poison?
One of the many.
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Yeah, but why would...
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
In Shelf A, right?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
No.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
If it was from C, then it wouldn't look as out of the ordinary. The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure I know where he got it. Section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Which means someone moved it.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
So someone could poison someone with protein supplements?
Yeah, so? Why?
I mean, god damn it.
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
Basically. God. Okay, thank you, Byakuya.
What do you mean?
That somebody switched or poisoned the protein to give it to Sakura.
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Huh? Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch. But if it were the most natural thing in the world... Oh. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever. He probably changed it out for protein supplements.
That tastes awful.
Yeah, he probably made it something healthy.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Thanks, Jill.
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
He subbed it out.
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya, scraped out a bit of the contents with a finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
This is... It's protein powder.
Wow.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Into the protein shake. The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would mean, conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be? I guess the shake, right? Wow, 2 Hangman's Gambits in one fight? Holy shit. I guess it's saying... I need a T. Eyes. Oh, I spelled it out without even, like, thinking about it. Give me an R, give me an R, give me an R. Give me an N. Give me an N! Got it. Give me a K, baby. Come on, come on. I know it. Got it. Whew! Got him.
Now I understand.
Yep, protein drink. Which was the thing we found downstairs.
Poison must have been poured into the protein can.
Mm-hmm.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
But why? Or by who?
So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
Really?
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. Protein drink.
I
It
got
was on the
it!
floor.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
But it was her feet up there.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
Yes.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
I could see that.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
But who did it?
And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Sakura.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the 2 materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence that shows who switched them. It has to be footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf.
Yep.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Okay.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Really? Why?
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
What?
The footprints. They're mine.
But Sakura has it on her feet.
Hina?
Why did you... What?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
So you were just blaming everyone to try to cover for yourself?
Just as I suspected.
That's kind of actually a shocker.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers? The only people who are wearing sneakers here are... me and Hina?
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Checked his shoes right away. Huh. That would explain that, actually. I didn't get why he checked my shoes right away.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Yeah, she's been kind of just trying to get everyone to go with one person. She wasn't definitive to one or the other, or standing back and trying to figure it out with everyone else.
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
That's also a good point, Bikuya. I didn't think about that either.
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
I can't believe it.
Well, you gotta kind of believe it now, Makoto. There's no real other option here.
What about it can't you believe?
That Hina would kill her own friend? I mean, I agree with you there. That Hina thought about poisoning her friend by using the one thing that she knew about? Yeah, I was skeptical of that once they even brought it up. Because Hina knew way too much in the chem lab.
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
Not if they conspired so that Hina could get out.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
I don't know.
Hina used that trust to kill her.
She was breaking, but I don't know if she did it like that.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did,
Why?
why would you do that?
Yeah, like, what was the point?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
You saw an easy way out.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
Neither am I.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
No, but why would there be powder on Sakura's feet?
Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
I mean, yeah, there's still one last clue.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
As many as it takes, man. As many as it takes.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
No. Well, yeah, I guess that is it, really.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
It proves that you might not have done it.
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
It's like you're trying to take the blame for someone.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
Once again, what if Hina actually was duped by Sakura to put the protein, which was in the poison jar, into the protein drink and switched it, and then Sakura herself went back up there and then did it? That would be the ultimate fuckboy move, because you would never know. I don't even know, would anyone die in that situation?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Actually, that would really make more sense if you think about it, because if Sakura did do that, right? Hina would have given her the protein drink. Sakura would have known right then and there that her friend would have tried to kill her. If it was the poison all along, she knew that Hina was honest and trustworthy.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. See, that's the iffy part. I don't think... technically, I guess Hina didn't, but not didn't do it. I don't know.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
Or, yeah, it's really that last mystery.
What doesn't fit?
How did Sakura get dust on her shoes, then?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Yeah.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What?
You didn't notice?
That's weird.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
It does if the footprints don't don't match.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Ellipses.
Fine.
Thank you.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Now I have no idea. I have gone through everyone I suspected, and now I don't know who the fuck killed Sakura. I'm leaning on suicide at this point.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina.
Maybe you,
Start from the
Byakuya.
moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
That means the powder never fell during her walk.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't work with the footprints. But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
No, it's just it doesn't work with what we know.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Wait a second. What the fuck? How long until we figure it out? Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Alright, this case is becoming a mindfuck. Alright, for the halfway point, this is fucking what the fuck? Source of the powder, footprints in the powder, yellow powder. God damn it. Okay.
First, I went to Section C.
Let's see what we can figure out here.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to
See,
Section
that doesn't
A.
make sense.
And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
Okay.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly,
That's enough.
how much longer must we tolerate this?
I think it's right there. I think I found it. Alright.
First I went to... That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. When I...
Okay,
And I moved from Section C
That doesn't
to Section...
work with the powder.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, yeah, you could have spilled it, but that doesn't work with the footprints in the
You
floor.
said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Huh.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
But she just said she didn't even think about it.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint. There you go.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Wait, what?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
Yeah, what's going on?
If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Even he doesn't even get it. Like, I feel the same, man. I feel the fucking same.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
What?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Really? When?
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
Wait, what?
I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Huh?
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
What? A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle,
Whoa.
and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh?
Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the poison bottle. Oh my god. That would make so much sense, but how would it get from there to upstairs?
I got it!
The rec room window.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
But how did it get there?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that.
Yeah.
So I think that must be it.
But I don't know how this correlates, man. This is making me more confused.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
How did it get there?
How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it in the bottle? Okay. Where was it? The bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window. According to what Hina told us. Section C of this. That's not the right place. I said it wrong. It's A. Are you sure that's what she said? Think harder.
shoot,
I'm sorry, I forgot. Literally. I had a brain fart. C, that's where
what's
poisons go.
strange is that, according
According to what she said, it should be in Section A. It shouldn't be down there.
I got it!
There you go.
The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
It's almost like you didn't do it.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
I guess. She might have fabricated it, but still, why?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
Then who moved it?
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Calm down, Byakuya. Why are you so flabbergasted?
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked.
But who moved it?
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Well, how did the glass get in there?
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that.
She poisoned herself.
But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
No, because it was found on top of the glass, which means it was dropped after the fact.
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Which means the actual protein in the poison bottle was there beforehand, and they just switched places.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
Because it was found on top of the glass.
How can you know what I don't know?
The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. The proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. I remember it clearly, because how the fuck does that happen? It would be underneath it or next to it. Yeah. Okay.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
I agree.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before the rec room.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's wrong.
Had to not be. The fact that I wonder why you're arguing so hard. Were you involved in this,
You
Byakuya?
remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Because it's like you trying to alter evidence again.
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
Yes.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
During the commotion, I guess.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
Okay. His fucking reaction to it, too.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over
It's
it...
because she knew that already.
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
That would have also sealed anyone's cover, I guess, if you noticed that, but...
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
It made everyone feel uncomfortable, because that way no one would think about, I guess, cleverly saying, yeah, I kicked it by accident.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
On top of that, even if someone said, like, oh, I tripped over something, you would have brought it up, like, oh, what's this? That would have been noticed instantly when you tripped over it or kicked it or hit it. No one would just ignore it.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can.
Correct.
But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
You know what's funny? What if Sakura asked for poison, and in reality, Hina brought her protein? don't know, man. There's so many ifs to this, man. I don't know what's going down.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
To end it all.
I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, I think she committed her own murder.
No, that's not why.
Would that kick anybody out from the case, I guess? I don't know. What would happen if the trial had someone suicide?
The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Yeah. She bowed out. I don't know why she did it in that fashion, but she bowed out.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, wow, you're nice.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Sakura.
It was Hina, right? She took it
Hina
and gave it
didn't
to
do
Ogre.
it, guys.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to have been Sakura.
I got it!
No one else.
I think it was Sakura herself.
I agree.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Well, after two of her friends betrayed her, she felt like nobody trusted her. So as a result, she probably killed herself, thinking that was better than making you guys distrust her.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
No, there's absolutely possible. There's absolutely a way that could be true.
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Why are you trying to take her blame? No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. I have to get Hina to admit that. Alright. The moment of truth. Alright, Hina, it's just me and you.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Alright, I need to learn how to fucking reload, because this is ridiculous. I can't. I'm not gonna get through this fight. How do you reload? I can't. Like, I've gone through too many of these battles by luckiness. Okay, tab.
I hate you!
Oh, that's it.
You're
That
a liar.
explains so
What are you
freaking
saying?
much.
Wrong! You're wrong! Just
You have to,
let
like,
it
do
end
it with the
already!
thing.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Calm down, Hina, please.
You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did
God
it!
damn, Hina.
I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Okay, holy crap. I almost died for that.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Shit.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Alright. Try it again. No.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Shit. Oh, so
Wrong!
close.
Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you!
Alright, go down, Hina. Jesus Christ.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong!
Okay, we
You're
got her
wrong.
here. We're good. Starts with the
Do
powder.
you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Is it the yellow powder?
This should prove
Seriously?
it.
Because it's on her foot? Oh man, that was difficult. Oh my god.
Hina, Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
Yeah.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
Which means she was the one that knocked it over, because that's the only way you'd get on your foot like that.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yes.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing.
Yeah, she's probably right next to it.
Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
That's what I'm trying to understand.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison!
Why are you trying to cover it?
Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
No. The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. I feel so weird doing this, but in reality, she killed herself.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
Yeah,
What?
it's the only thing that makes sense.
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe
You know, after so many trials where everyone was killing someone else, this is the first time someone's killed themselves.
it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, she wanted to create the locked room?
I got it!
Really?
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room.
Yeah.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Oh man.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you?
You wanted to blame it on somebody else. You didn't want to believe that Sakura would just kill herself.
When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Yeah, you did say you had to go get the others. And on shaky legs, she left.
You said you were going to go get everyone else.
But in reality, you did everything, all the other planning.
But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept.
Uh-huh.
There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
Really? Yeah, and then she dropped the thing. Yeah.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
It's also very true. Why'd you do that?
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
But why?
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
She doesn't want to admit it.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is!
Oh god.
Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
And run through the moments. Alright. Let's do this. Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one other person. Well, let's find that third note. Does it even show that? Yep. She got there early. Toko got to the rec room early and hid something. That was her going into here. In there, she saw him come. Offered candy. He freaked out. What was in the Monokuma bottle that Hiro hit Sakura with? I think it was the queen. And he freaked out. What did Hiro try to cover up the murder with? Or that he thought he committed? He wrote the note on the magazine. That's not it. Where's like the writing part of it? There we go. Then he left the room. At that moment, Toko, who was in the locker, came out. She took the magazine. What did she do with the magazine after she had the dying message written on it? Well, she put it in there upside down. She scared Toko. Toko became Genocide Jill. And then Genocide Jill... What was in the Monokuma bottle that Genocide Jack hit her with? The night. Oh, never mind. So those switch. Okay, well that answered that one for me. In reality. Okay, well that... No, because she cleans up the queen, so I guess she grabbed the queen one. Which means this one was this one. Alright, cool. I guess because she didn't want to cover his mistake. She wanted to cover her mistake. Or her attack. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. Where's the queen? I just saw it. Saw it! Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Then she cleaned it up, and then she scampered the fuck out of there. She woke up. What actually killed Sakura came from the chem lab, right? Oh, not those. Then we came here, we saw her like that. And Asahina... where's the bottle? There it is. Grabbed it. And she left. What was it that switched... What was it that they switched with the bottle? Is that it?
The
Let's see.
killer is you!
Alright.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Yeah, she was probably sweating
She
like
found
crazy.
She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
So
Then, from
menacingly.
inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Yep.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it.
God, that's brutal.
Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
He just ran
But of
out.
course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her.
Jesus.
This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head.
These comics make it so violent to see.
Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
That's so sad when you think about it.
And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Alright, I'm kind of curious. I'll leave the question for after this video, at the end of this video, so be sure to wait for that. It's something about all these dead bodies that keep happening, you know?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion.
Why, so you die?
And the one who went to all that effort
Damn.
Was you, Hina.
Makoto, the savage. Oh god, man.
That's the full truth of the case.
Jeez.
Sakura took her own life. And you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Maybe Hina feels like she's the reason she committed suicide, though.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Well, I have an amazing lead detective called Kyoko. She's amazing.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
Okay.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Yeah, this kind of wasn't a normal case.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Damn, taught him a lesson there, Kyoko. So then what happens now as a result? Like, what happens? Ugh, double C at the end. I'll take those coins then.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
But what happens if we vote for Sakura?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Well, because it's not a murder, it's a suicide.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
Thanks.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's gotta be Sakura. That's so sad. See, but there's one thing I'm scared about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What
So
did you
that's
say?
the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why'd you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. That's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. For serious? That's...
What is
You still
this?
don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Seriously? A suicide note? Such brutality had made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault, after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me.
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me. My friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Hina, please don't think things are like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you'd just talked to her, she would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait, right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh? I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. Oh my god, that's when she did it. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the protein shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
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 Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it, and just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner. We murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during this class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you had any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, isn't it? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, 'cause her and me...
In other words,
what I'm really trying to say is...
yes indeed.
Don't you think that entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of
Isn't it
course.
obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already... I wrote that one. It's all me, baby. This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. Wait, what?
Huh?
What? Then... You lied to me? Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well,
I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. I did falsify evidence. Did I... did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even with the will I had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, scene cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you
I'm
gonna
glad
do?
you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold
Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
okay. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend, Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of the dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
And you just couldn't do it. Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision.
That's why you fought him there.
I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course! Because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Sure, just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Yeah, it started to break down everyone. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate to someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
Huh. I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. I'll do as I'm told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. And my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among all of you dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Wow.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
Geez, Sakura, really? I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No
She
way!
wanted to stop us from fighting. To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was her only limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry. Please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, If I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please, talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone but my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then, they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
That's so sad.
But...
I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still.
What are you
But
gonna
in
do?
fact, all our meddling was totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead. She deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean the next victim? Nobody here's to blame. Well, nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. It's all because of our stupid misplaced hatred. I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nobody could blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the only one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go! But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Yeah, lovely, Byakuya. You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of this game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Wait, what? Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make
There's
me
no
repeat
point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost the sense of excitement, which is why I no longer will be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now, I only have one thing to look forward to. And that is the heap of the harshest punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. If that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone. Well, now you can say that Sakura's death... Well, damn it. Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still going to be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
Fun time. Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You
The
want me to
moment you've
punish you
all
guys?
been waiting for. Punishment time! Oh, wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna. Is it me? Oh heavens! No, just because the Blackens is dead doesn't mean I just can't sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up!
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Wait, what? Hina, don't tell me you voted for yourself. Oh. Wait. What? Oh. Oh no. Wait, how did he find her? How did he find her? Or him, I guess. That's literally just destroying our hope. You...
Oh no!
Holy shit! Alright, I'm sorry. I wanted to stick out to whatever execution was gonna show up. But I'm gonna call it because it's super over. But what the fuck? How did he find it? That means the mastermind must have knew we were joking. And went there and found the computer, and then there you go, Monokuma had a new target. But shit, and he was finding any important information. He must have gotten found out somewhere. Fuck. That's insane. I don't even know how to feel. Like, actually, out of all the things, I didn't expect that to be the person who got killed. And then on top of that, oh my god, this is a really difficult episode, okay? I didn't know who I didn't expect Sakura to kill herself. I had suspicions that it might have been in the play, in the cards, you know, it could have been there. But no, not the way it turned out. It was two people tried to kill her, didn't kill her. She committed suicide, and then her only friend covered it up, trying to get everyone else killed because she would rather everyone die than, you know, live as a result. But it's because she didn't see the original note, the real suicide note. And then, alright. I don't know how to keep going with this right now. My brain is just burnt on that. So I'm gonna call this episode here, guys. Once again, I'm super sorry about the delay in the videos this week. Once again, it might happen. I'm trying to avoid, you know, being so delayed every week, and I'm gonna try to work on it. I'm probably gonna try to record again tomorrow and edit these both together so that at least you'll have a video. I guess videos to work for the next week. I'm trying to be ahead of the game, but like I got ahead and then something happens and I go right back to being behind. So I'm gonna keep trying harder. I want to be more consistent for you guys. So once again, I am sorry. I apologize deeply that this kind of was really delayed. It's insane how much shit just kept happening. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I really hope you enjoy this series as it's going. We finally hit the halfway point. And for a halfway point, it's fucking bonkers. So anyway, guys, please like, comment, I guess your theories, how this was even called from before. I couldn't, other than the one time the mastermind beat up Makoto in there. And maybe he set up a camera in there, maybe. I don't know. It's weird. I guess that's the missing parts I have there. But please, comment if you have an idea, or maybe you had a hint to where this is all revealed. Other than that, please, guys, thank you for following the series. Thank you for watching my videos. I know we're a small group of following, but you know what? It's fun and it's enjoyable, and I like recording for you guys. I like making videos for you guys. So much so that if I can hit 100 videos, I might be hitting 100 videos soon. So I'm gonna try to do something special for the 100th video. Even though there's only so many subscribers for me, it's fine. I enjoy it, and I'm not gonna complain. I find it amazing that I even got this many. So, that's again, thank you for liking my content. Oh my god, I'm hitting this microphone like crazy. It's right in front of my hands, I just keep slapping it. So hopefully you guys look forward to a special video for the 100th. I'm going to keep doing this series, hopefully knock it out. As for plans about One Piece, I actually might be doing it just as like a bi-weekly video, so that way I can knock more of this game out and get that out to you guys, and then, switch it up, to change it up, because that game was actually really fun. I enjoyed it enough to want to record it again. And it looks really cool. It feels super janky right now, so I'll have to get used to the controls of it, but otherwise I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. If you guys have any other recommended games you might want me to throw in there, or to play and try out, just drop them in the comments below. I'm gonna probably do them like how I've been doing, like how I would do One Piece, or I just drop it in there every other week or something, because I like spicing things up, because once again, I like this series, and I like, I can understand watching it every week, but at the same time, it's nice to change your brain for a second, do something else, and come back to the main story, because then you see things you don't normally see. Like, me not being able to record as best as I could for this week actually allowed me to think about this case more, and I mean, even then, after deducing that I thought it was I thought it was two people that did it. Then the third thing with the poison I didn't have an idea of, but it kind of came together during the case. All that happened because I had extra time to think about it and do other things. So, once again, guys, I know I've been blabbering on for too long, but thank you, and once again, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Tofuru, signing out.